Well, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 7 different crypto stocks today. We're going to talk about some mining stocks and some other crypto-related stocks and or ETFs. Marathon, CleanSpark, IREN, and Cypher, all mining stocks for Cal. We'll talk about HUT8 for Keltinger, finishing up the video with BITW for Mark Balsersack and IBIT for Ronald Reyes. Let's get started. Hit that like button and subscribe. Yes, Marathon looking good. If it moves down, it won't be by much. You're at $20.04. I would doubt that you move below $19.50. So if you move down, it's not going to be by much. Inevitably, yes, I think you are going to work your way up higher. I think that you're working your way right now to prices that are around 24 to 26 bucks, but inevitably 43 to 58 bucks. That's your trajectory over the months to come. So maybe even the weeks to come. But that's Marathon. CLSK for Cow as well. Consolidating, that's the move right there, man. I have it from my last video. Yeah, I think we're consolidating until we're ready to move up, and when we do move up, we'll be past $30. We'll be at a minimum, I guess at a minimum of 29, but potentially 35.60. You have interacted with that 1618 extension several times on these moves up, and each time you've gone a little bit past it. So I would even say $38, $39 is on the table for this thing on its next move, and that could happen sometime next month, if not sometime in July. But I would expect by the end of the summer you see that move play out. As far as when, you could consolidate now for another couple weeks, but soon, very soon, sometime in June, you're going to get this breakout move. And breakout move lasted for about like a month and a half. Breakout move, same thing there, right? Breakout move took a little bit longer, but to find your actual high of the overall move, but they do move faster than the consolidation phases do. CleanSpark looking good, looking like it wants to move up. When is it going to break out is the question. Any day now, any week now is the answer. IREN looking like it's already broken out, doing some phenomenal things. It's at 741 right now. I want to be clear, you guys. This stock could pull back to 630 before moving higher. It could pull back to $6.30 before moving higher. You do have lower lows with higher lows. That's a good look on your daily. Your weekly RSI does look like it's rejecting the overbought zone, which is not a good look, and that's okay. You could come back down, form a higher low overall on your RSI, right? Still look fine, but that's a lot of a ways down on the weekly, right? You could be moving down for a little bit, so that could take you down to $6.30. A little bit more than a dollar from here. That might happen. That might not happen. You could go even lower, and it's still okay. But seeing a retracement back to your 382 after having a powerful move like this, it's pretty normal. It's pretty common. So don't be discouraged if that happens. If anything, just hold on, wait for the move to come back, or buy more. That's probably the better option. Buy more on the downside there. If I was looking to buy this stock, I'd probably wait until we're at least below $7, and then I'd start buying. Even if I anticipate the low to be around 630 or below it, I would probably buy at like 670 or above. $7 to 670. I always try to buy above where I expect the low to come in. And if it goes lower than I expect, then I can always just buy more, right? But inevitably, yes, I do think IREN is going to move higher. I think that it is in the midst of a breakout move right now. So if it does have this correction, it probably won't take too much time. If being the keyword, because it might not move down. Inevitably, over the weeks, over the months to come, sometime over the summer, I would expect $12.72 to $18 to come into effect, potentially beyond that even. I do think I have a theory on IREN that it is going to steal the spotlight when the mining stocks start to do well again. So that's that. Cypher is the next one, right? Because nobody talks about mining stocks right now. I know you guys request them, but I don't hear. Back when CleanSpark was doing great and Marathon was doing great before they've been consolidating for a long time, I feel like I would hear mining stocks being talked about on public news, right? And then just like random YouTube channels too. I don't hear that anymore. I just get it from you guys, from requesters, right? In my own personal investments and just like checking back at the price. But IREN did this in the dark when nobody was watching it. What's it going to do whenever the spotlight's on it, whenever everybody's excited about these mining stocks? I'm kind of eager to see myself. Cypher, consolidating, symmetrical triangle at the moment, bullish looking RSI, kind of neutral but with a bullish effect to it. Probably going to break out to the upside. High to low, all-time high to all-time low. 618 hovering there. Next move up $7. You're at 376, so move up to $7 to potentially $10. That's your next move, Cypher. When will that happen? It's just a matter of time. I don't have the answer for you, but just a matter of time. Hut 8. Same thing, consolidating. I don't think it's going to move lower. I mean, if it moves lower from here, maybe just a little bit. You're at $9 right now. Perhaps you could move down to about $8 or $8.50, somewhere in there, and then move up. But inevitably, I do think you move up over the weeks to months to come. Over the summer, you're going to move up to about probably at least 14 bucks, if not 20 bucks or beyond. We'll see how well you do, but I would assume that, you know, soon over the coming weeks, months, you'll be moving up to like 14 bucks to 19 bucks. You're at $9 now. And absolutely by the end of the summer, you could see $32 to $60 or $51, but that remains to be seen. Let's see how you do. You haven't broken out yet. Hut 8 has been kind of underperforming, so I'm not anticipating this, but it is possible. I do accept it if it starts to get a little bit of a fire under its butt. But for now, let's expect 14 to 1960. That's kind of the price area I'm looking for over the coming weeks and months for Hut 8. If it moves down from here, and it very well could, it might just move down a little bit. BitW, Bitwise, 10 Crypto Index Fund. This one's at the request of Mark Balsersack. Mark, I'm hoping this is the one you wanted, right? I think that's it. Weekly, bullish engulfing candle last week. Decent volume. It's not a friendly looking weekly RSI. You could go higher first, and then it gets even less friendly, but that's okay. I'd like to know more about this, actually. But I think you do move higher. You're at 37. Let's say you're moving to 44 to 50, somewhere in there. $44 to $50 is where I think you're going. Yep. Perhaps that $50 area is where you're going to go. But anyways, that's Bitwise. I do think you're moving up. If you move down from here, it's not going to be by much. You're at 37. I don't think you'll go below 34, but I think you do have some upside potential there over the coming days and weeks. Well, weeks and months probably. IBIT is the last one, and this is our Bitcoin ETF, right? iShares Bitcoin Trust. Yeah, you're in a consolidation phase, bullishly consolidating. You look just like Bitcoin. I'm assuming Bitcoin can move down a little bit, so I would assume that this moves down a little bit, probably back down to around 36.50, let's say, to 37 bucks, somewhere around there. Probably closer to 37 bucks. Yeah, 30. I think you're moving down to 37, and then up from there. Probably sometime next month, I think you'd break out and move to the upside. So that's all I got for you guys. If you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe to see more. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.